Thank you for coming and checking out 2Text10 Swamp Watch. This is where we wade through the swamp, see where the swamp creatures are lurking and what they're up to. So let's get into this fake news by ABC. Already been confirmed. Fake. Man, oh man. Fake news. This week it's ABC. Let's see what their fakery is about. Not only did they show fakery, they're going to set up some deception so they can report fakery.
This video right here appearing to show Turkey's military bombing Kurd civilians in a Syrian border town. The Kurds who fought alongside the U.S. against ISIS. Now, horrific reports of atrocities committed by Turkish-backed fighters on those very allies.
Damn it. Some heavy artillery, some rapid fire going on. Shit's crazy. Damn.
This video, obtained by ABC News, appears to show the fury of the Turkish attack on the border town of Tel Abyad 2 nights ago.
So all that footage, those two clips we just watched, wasn't legit. Meaning it was fake. It was from Kentucky. Pre-recorded 2 years ago, I think. So what does that mean? Did they make a boo-boo? No, because you go look at I got the clip, we'll look at the clip. You'll see the phones and the cameras that are recording all through it. So they dulled the light to not even show those phones out there. But what this tells me is they were already ready to report this issue and make it a big thing and push it against Trump. But the eager little lying beavers that they are, they couldn't wait to get actual footage. Oh wait, maybe because there was not going to be no actual footage of heavy rapid fire like that. So let's go ahead and set out this propaganda and attack Trump. Look what Trump did. Everybody's dying. It's horrible. He pulled all the soldiers out of Syria. If I remember right, I think it was like a total of 38 soldiers that were in the middle of those zones. So what are our 38 soldiers going to do except die if the shit kicks off? And then we'll get pitted into a war with a NATO ally, quote unquote NATO ally, Turkey. But that's just against the rules. We're not supposed to do that. So let's start off with World War III over 38 soldiers that are supposed to be the ones protecting the whole nation of Syria. Come on, guys. Man, put your brain and noodle into gear and think. See the whole picture. Don't just be the brush poking at one spot. Man. Now let's take a look at the clip that they actually used. And not only did they not just use the clip, they doctored it up. I won't explain it, just let you look, see how easy it is for you to catch it. Picture's worth 1,000 words. Just got to pay attention. Oh, and they retracted it. They apologized on Twitter, somewhere deep in their feed that no one's paying attention to, but they ain't going to announce it live. Anyways, now let's see how ABC stages and sets up their questions to be deceptive so they can pin it a certain way and play it on their network a certain way. Think I'm BSing? Watch for yourself.
Even after all you have seen, ISIS prisoners freed, all the humanitarian disaster, you don't have any regret for giving Erdogan the green light to invade?
I didn't give him a green light.
Well, did you tell him?
That's
did he
the
defy
same thing
you?
as you just, when you make a statement like that, it's so deceptive.
So let's ask a rhetorical question first, and then we'll follow it up with a more exaggerated question. Meaning the first part of his question was, even after all you've seen and everything you know, you still, it's not a question to be asked, it's just framing it so that you can see like, oh, he had all this knowledge and he felt this way about it. He didn't say none of that. But the rhetorical question precedes the actual question. And the actual question isn't even any better. You give him the green light. Give him the green light. Yes, like President Trump just picked up the phone and said, hey, Erdogan, go ahead and just have at it. We're backing out of Syria. Come on, man. Jeez Louise. Bullshit is what it is. That's a deceptive practice right there. Some of these journalists must have been failed lawyers. Cross-examining.
Just the opposite of a green light. First of all, we had virtually no soldiers there. They were mostly gone. Just a tiny little group. And they would have been in harm's way. You have a massive army on the other side of the border. But more importantly, I didn't give them a green light. And if anybody saw the letter, which can be released very easily if you'd like, I could certainly release it. But
man, I think it's like 38 to 50 people, if I recall the number correctly. Now, think about this. The Kurds knew that we were going to go help them detain and fight ISIS. This terrorist group, want them gone. They also knew that we weren't going to fight Turkey, the war with Turkey for them, because Turkey's a NATO ally and we're a NATO partner. To do that is basically say, hey, let's start World War III in this bitch. Come on, let's do it. Trump is not an idiot, despite what a lot of the left say. And they say it's 4D chess, he's playing 4D chess. Well, I say he's playing chess, and he's pretty smart about it. Let's just think about this. I'd rather have a trade war or impose tariffs and sanctions on countries than send my brothers and sisters, sons and daughters, mothers, fathers, all the above, to go fight a war and get mortally injured, wounded, come back a wounded veteran, or worse, not come back at all. Our soldiers protect us, and our Congress and our president and the institutions that we have in front of them are supposed to protect them. It's a two-way street.
And when you ask a question like that, it's very deceptive, John. It's almost as deceptive as you showing all of the bombings taking place in Syria, and it turned out that the bombing that you showed on television took place in Kentucky. So, you know, and I'm not even sure that ABC apologized for that, but certainly it was a terrible thing. I'm looking at this, I say, wow, that's pretty bad. And it was in Kentucky, it wasn't in Syria. So I don't know what you're going to do about that, but I think ABC owes an apology.
Yep. Call them out on their BS. Just tell them like it is. Anyways, guys, appreciate you coming through and checking out 2Text10 Swamp Watch. Until the next time, guys. Peace.